Hi, I'm Bruce Martin, and what seems like 20 years ago almost, I founded a recruiting firm that specializes in management, recruiting, and executive search in the automotive industry. And I really felt like with what's going on mid COVID here with people's job searches and career instability and downsizing and job loss and everything from entry level all the way to the executive ranks, I felt like I could put out some common sense thoughts from my opinion based on what we see coming across our desks every day at my firm. This is not a commercial for my firm. It's not a commercial for any board I sit on. It's not a subscription. It's not a revenue generator. It's nothing more than a recruiter looking to share some of what we see because honestly, it's obvious there's a lot of folks who've never done this before or have some desperation about their job search that are really lost as hell out there. And I just feel like we could share a little bit here with those people. So whether this is for you or someone you want to share it with, feel free to do that. But we're going to talk about a myriad of subjects over the next few weeks, ranging from resume to LinkedIn to the technology around job search to dealing with recruiters, to offers, to just everything. And each video is going to be a very, very short clip, 5 minutes, where we can talk about 3 topics within each one. And today we're going to do resume. So with resume, there are 3 things that I think are really key to making your resume hit and stick where you've intended it to. And the first one is 2 pages, no more. Unless you are interviewing with your hat in the ring to move from being the president of Boeing to the CEO of Ford, which you're not, and neither am I, 2 pages max on your resume. There's just no one's going to read page 3, 4, and 5. And I want you to think of it this way if you don't believe me. Think of it when you're doing a Google search, when I'm doing a Google search. We look to find what we're looking for in our search in that first page, even the top half of that first page, to be honest with you, maybe on the second page. But can you remember the last time every time you would look, you'd do a 3rd, 4th, 5th page look on a Google search? No. If you don't find what you're looking for in that first set, you change the parameters, right? You look somewhere else. So same thing. Nobody's reading page 3, 4, and 5 of your resume every time. They're just not. I know you want to believe they might, but they're not. They're trying to match up, and we as recruiters are trying to match up with what you're doing now to what the job spec says you need to be doing now. So that's number 1, 2 pages. There's just nothing from 10, 15, 30 years ago where you need to have bullet points. I mean, my first job was inventory adjuster and account collector and credit analyst. I mean, nobody needs to know the bullet points and my accomplishments under those jobs even 20 years ago. Just there's no need for it. So listing it, certainly. Putting details under it to lengthen a resume, absolutely not. So how many pages? 2 pages. Number 2, fluff. Do not fluff your resume up. It kind of goes back to that 2-page thing where if you're trying to just load in keywords at the top or have some flowery statement about your career objective or your career summary, honestly, the number of people that are reading that are a lot fewer than you would think. Again, what they want to see is what you're doing now. Sure, the fact that you can put a great paragraph together about how great you are and how great I am is great, right? But honestly, what we're looking for and what our friends on the hiring side of companies are looking for, they're looking for what you're doing right now. This job, the one right before it, where are those credentials? Not all like, oh, I'm a team leader and I'm a consensus builder. If those are things you have to have on your resume, then bake them in to the bullet points under each one of your jobs. Find a place where it can be relevant with an accomplishment on your resume. So bake it in there. The fluff up top is just that. All it's doing is it's padding the top of the resume and pushing the good stuff further down. It's pushing the MBA further down. It's pushing the education further down. It's pushing the credentials further down. And then number 3 is clean consistency with the way the resume is laid out. Maybe one of my biggest pet peeves. misspellings, improper usage of grammar, bad bullet point consistency, just bad font consistency. Make sure your resume is readable, user-friendly to the way it looks to the eye, to the way it looks with the consistency of the bullet points under each job, the way the headings look, the way the page breaks look. And I think there's one way to really ensure that you're able to get a good view of that. Sometimes we're too close, right? We're too close in relationships. We're too close with our family and our friends. Sometimes we don't see the forest for the trees, right? So take your resume before you send it anywhere and email it to a friend. Email it to your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, old friend, new friend. I feel like Dr. Seuss now, but nonetheless, email it to someone. Let them open it on their computer and see how it downloads, how it formats, how it reads, if it's easy for them to read or not, if the pages break the right way or not. If it has an error message, we get those all the time because people have old software on their computers and it's corrupted. Make sure it's able to be opened by someone who's not you. Because again, you're probably too close to it. Let someone else critique it as opposed to you being the critique, because we're not quite as hard on ourselves as we should be in that department. So clean consistency, readability, user-friendly, no fluff, 2 pages, and easy to read, and be consistent with your formatting. So that's it. Each one of these is going to be probably 5-6 minutes. That's it. Feel free to share it. No subscription if somebody you know is in job search and we can help. Next time we're going to talk about LinkedIn, I think, or maybe resources that are in your community or online that you can use to help yourself. And until we talk again, you only have one thing to do. It doesn't matter if you like this clown or this clown. Get out there and vote. It's your voice and it's our time. Thanks a lot. Take care.